They were always together. Her small, round eyes that peeked out from under that steel helmet never clouded with doubt, even during the last moments of her life. It was a human tank? Papa, wait! And here I thought you were just hiding a dog from us, but a human tank from the Empire? They were always together. Ellie, run! You gave a human tank a name? His name is Ellie? Human tanks don't need names. That's not true! Ellie smiled! They sing smile even when exploding on the battlefield. This human tank is from the Empire. You should know they are at war with us. I don't care. Give her back. Let her go. This just won't do. You, dispose of this tank immediately. Sir. Yes, sir. Wait, I'll be a good girl. I'll do whatever you say. Even in the last moments of her life, her eyes never clouded with doubt. Goodbye. She was smiling. 10 years later. The war between the Kingdom of Japan and Empire of Japan has grown ever fiercer. Human tanks. They are the memories of war. Stop them all at all costs! A new type of tank spotted in front of our troops. Approximately 43 of them. What a huge force! 3rd Shock Squad, forward! Roger! Human tanks were introduced into the war that split the nation of Japan in two. The war between the two nations was carried out by these human tanks in place of humans. Obstruct their attack! Self-destruct! Take this! Pull the triggers and annihilate your enemy. The Imperial Army is still advancing. Block off Route E with a Mammoth-class tank. Artillery squad, focus fire once more. Firing! Yes, stop them. Human tank stands on the battlefield. Realigning scope, distance 50, within firing range. Falling, one after another. Prove your existence with the rifle in your hand. Fire again! L7, begin reloading and prepare to fire. Reloading missiles. Unit 1, reload complete! Unit 2, reload complete! Unit 3, ready to fire! Scout tank, reconnaissance complete. This is an error. Humans utilize human tanks to fight their wars. The little girl who couldn't stop crying 10 years ago. Fire! Launching! The little girl who loved human tanks. Main force, advance! Is now standing on the battlefield as a commander. Human tanks, that is your instinct. Well, that opening was a family-sized mac and cheese, but without the macaroni. Basically what I'm saying, it's extremely cheesy and hammy. People do put tama in mac and cheese, right? It's not just us, right? Hi there, my name's Ruru, and I'm a human tank. I'm a fun and whimsical command tank who likes cute things and the smell of gunpowder. You know, cute things. I'm currently in the middle of a most important and very dangerous mission. Master Heshiko, pass this package for you. A package from Amazon? I don't recall ordering anything this large. Stamped here, please. Well, whatever. Here you go. Thank you very much. This is something I ordered. Oh, it looks like the package was safely delivered. How exciting! What's inside? Now for the moment of truth. Sender is... What? From Kurara Ikura? I have a bad feeling about this. There's never any good news when the gremlin is involved. I'll return it. No, I can't let that happen! Whoa, this box just moved! And power! Wait, actually I should give her the David Hayter voice. Nice to meet you, Master. No, that's just gonna kill my vocal cords. No thanks. What on earth? Ow! What happened? Why did he suddenly crouch? Oh! Hey, are you alright? Ouch! I was crammed up in that box for too long and now my hips hurt! What are you, stupid? I mean, human tanks are, you know... No, no I'm not. Yes, you are. So, why did you come in a cardboard box? You know, because it's a sneaking mission. I wanted to surprise you and leave a lasting great first impression. You thought to surprise me by popping out of a box? Should have put yourself in the cake first, would have had more impact. Yes, exactly! My first impression of you couldn't be any worse. No! Okay, I get the picture. Now get lost. No, that's too cool. What did you like about me? Absolutely everything. You seem stupid, you're loud, and to top it off, Kurara sent you. But wait, look, I'm very strong. I'm equipped with all kinds of advanced new features. Like, a ribbon. You can't tell I'm powerful just from looking at me, can you? Take a closer look at this amazing body. Yeah! No, you're too covered in clothes, and I don't want to look at you if you don't have the clothes on, so no thanks. You're very tall. I prefer tanks that are the size of children. I mean, they're kind of adorable. But that's exactly how I feel too! She doesn't just seem stupid, she is. If you don't take me in, Her Majesty will kill me! Her Majesty? You mean Kurara? Why so? I'll answer that. Who's there? It's been a while, ALTeR. Who are you to just waltz in here? Major! Did you forget me? I'm Yamana. Who? I was your private tutor when you were younger. My full name is Megumi Yamana. I was the bonus boss in the first game. Megumi Yamana? Ah, you mix-up Megumin. Don't call me that. Masa, what does mix-up mean? It's a word used when someone forgets things or makes mistakes all the time. I see. Don't listen to her. ALTeR, as a member of royalty, you are expected to at least memorize the face of others. You were my tutor such a long time ago, you can't expect me to remember it right away. Well, that much is true. And I might be royalty, but I have no right to the throne. I might as well be a civilian with no special rights. Oh, why do you have to put yourself down so much? So, what business do you have with me, Megumin? Well... Wow, this is so neat! You have so many cute dolls! Hey, don't touch those figurines! The Empire wants with steel helmets a limited edition! There are so many steel helmets! I said don't touch them! Those steel helmets with plastic material are really rare and you can't find them anymore! Oh, she's a wargamer. That's great. That's not great. These helmets are fragile, and I saved up for it too. Don't put up a cute face. Get out of here! ALTeR? If you ever do something like that again, you're going to suffer tenfold compared to this. This must be the whip of love! Ishidaki, where did you learn this torture technique? Ishidaki is a type of torture where the victim is forced to kneel on triangular wooden blocks while heavy stones are placed upon their lap. It's a very traditional form of torture. Way too kinky. You seem to be fine. Shall I add another block? No. ALTeR, may I begin explaining the situation? An explanation? I would love one. First off, tell me what this thing is. You mean Ruru? Is that the name of this tank? Special Command Tank Ruru, your personal tank. It's the kingdom's greatest tank. The greatest tank? Poor Rara. I give up. I can't take it anymore. Wait, it's kind of starting to no, please don't. Great indeed. She really is a powerful tank. Probably. So what do you mean by my personal tank? She was custom ordered specifically for your forces and the upcoming operation. Custom ordered? Upcoming operation? Master, give me more. Oh, no. Give me a different one. Yes, do. Sorry? I'd like smaller Kita tanks. Why am I getting this big of a tank? Heshiko was a good tank. Well, she does have rather high specs. Even if she gets shot down, she'll always recover and return to the front lines. What? You've got to be kidding. There's no way something that ridiculous is possible. Hasn't Kurara told you about Torara? Excuse me, Master? I'm getting a little bored here. And what about this operation you mentioned? You'll be given command of a company. Am I being ignored? What about my current troops? They will be disbanded after the final defensive operation tomorrow. Disbanded? So they'll be assigned to another group, I assume? Yes, that would be the case. So the next battle will be my last one with them. Are you referring to the tanks under your command? Never mind. Well, okay. Moving on, I've also been assigned as your supporting officer. Supporting officer? Then you'll be my second in command? Yes. Wait, you're Kurara's aide, so does that mean you're a major? Well, I'm a lieutenant. Why would you be under my command? Are you crying? Master, you made her cry! Shut it! Ah, this thing's down block! It's okay, Megumin, stop crying. At any rate, I'll be joining you for tomorrow's operation. Okay, I got it. Let's just stop crying for now. Your nose is a complete mess. Wait, not on my clothes! For a long time, a war rages on between the Empire of Japan and Kingdom of Japan. However, the war reached a turning point. The Imperial Fourth Armored Corps led by Shotaro Daihonei dealt devastating damage to the kingdom. Everyone expected the kingdom to fall, but just as the Imperial Fourth Armored Corps were about to advance to the capital, they turned against the Empire. They renamed themselves the Daihonei Corps and did wonders for our army. So they're our ally now. The Imperial Army is the largest threat to both our Royal Army and the Daihonei Rebel Army. It would be prudent to maintain our alliance with the Daihonei Rebel Army as long as the Empire's forces remain powerful. As proof of our alliance, we've provided them with supplies, and in exchange we receive technological assistance from them. So basically, Choco builds the tanks for you. Do you understand? Understand? Yes. Accept? No. What can't you accept? I mean, just look at that. Does that really look advanced to you? Oh, you're so cute too. Stop it. Get off me. It's not like I like you, Baka. Oh, it hurts when you hug me. I was happy to be surrounded by so many cute girls. Please don't. She was remodeled by a technician from the Daihonei troops, wasn't she? Then is that personality a result of remodeling? The Daihonei's troops were offered to remodel one of our command units, so the kingdom sent that one, but when it came back it was already like that. Also, an engineer was supposed to be sent to us to take care of our tank maintenance, but the person who made the fake tank is going to come. We're not sure if it's the same engineer, but we were told they are familiar with tank development. Where is this engineer? They still haven't arrived. The protagonist of this story, ALTeR Matsuyuki Shiro, became the youngest commanding officer of a company on record. She is a very well-known lieutenant within the Royal Army. She wins every battle and successfully completes every mission. She is a highly skilled commander. She is also known as a Hell Maniac because of her hobby of collecting steel helmets from Imperial tanks. Our protagonist, positioned at the rear defense line, currently has too much time on her hands. February 1st. A white breath feeds into the harsh cold. Coldness was another thing she had too much of. She mutters to herself while shivering. Guess there's nothing for me here to do here. Why so? The battle is about to start. Take a look at our troops. She glanced over to the truck behind her. A large load of supplies was stacked onto the truck, supplies to build human tanks. But a single human tank had yet to be built. This mountain of supplies was from Kurara, wasn't it? Correct, she had high expectations for us. We can't fight a war if we cannot use these materials. It'll be okay. Probably. The only people who can make human tanks are human tank engineers. The engineer had still not arrived. The mountain of supplies was about as useful to them as pearls before swine. Looks like I have no other choice but to make it through with this with the tanks I have. You'll be fine. You've completed so many missions before this. Allegedly. I still don't know what this operation is supposed to be about. What are they expecting of me? A large force of Imperial soldiers advances upon ALTeR's troops. The march of the Imperial human tanks echoes across the battlefield. Miniyahata base is a final defense line for the kingdom. It would only be a matter of time before this base fell to the Empire. Weak. This is what the Royal Army is made of. We made it to the Miniyahata without any resistance at all. Were we truly suffering against them in the past? The Royal Army is amassing troops within the base. Shall we advance? Yes. We won't be needing the help of that to win. Roger. We will proceed with only human tanks. All troops, advance! This is ominous, and quite early for that as well. Human tanks, advance! ALTeR, the enemy has made a move. Stand by. Master! Will this be my first battle? Stand by. Huh? Stand by. We're not moving an inch. But the enemy is approaching. There's no way we can win against an army that huge with our numbers. We'll stand by until the engineer from the Honey Corps arrives. I understand, but the battle has already begun. I know how you must feel. Kurara is fighting at the front lines this very moment. It's so vexing to just wait. Wait, what did you just say? Excuse me? Did you say Kurara is fighting at the front lines? Of course she is. That's the kind of person she is. Ah, Kurara, damn it. Why do you have to do this? ALTeR, what are you doing? I'm going to look for Kurara. What? The group that's advancing towards the western gate is at enemy's decoy. The decoy? The main forces are probably going to attack the southern gate in a second wave. And we'll be surrounded from both sides. I was wondering what kind of moronic commander would fall for that decoy. It was Kurara! Well, we have to find Kurara! Find the Royal Army! Prepare yourselves! Damn it, they've made their way here already. We have to fight, ALTeR! But we can't afford to lose tanks before grouping up with Kurara. If you don't fight here, we'll die. Shh. Then there's no other choice. Megumin, prepare for battle. Wow! Imperial tanks are cute too! Ruru, get ready for battle. I'm fighting too. Royal Army sighted, commencing attack. A freak of a tank is better than no tank at all. Ruru will be a command tank. We don't have any other command tanks at the moment anyway. If Ruru is defeated, that would mean the end for us. I can't believe my life is in the hands of that freak tank. Leave it to me! Curse it all. Commence battle! This is an overview of the tanks we've got available, so if you haven't seen the first game, you've got command tanks. If you lose all command tanks, you die and or lose, and your goal is to basically kill all the command tanks of the enemy. Left with the hat is a royal tank, the right with the helmet is an imperial tank, in the middle that's Ruru. Assault tanks are basically main units. They're decently fast and mobile and have good attack ranges, so they're gonna do most of the killing. Artillery are slow and not very mobile, but they have very long ranges, typically very large attack areas, and are often incredibly bulky, so they don't do much, but when they do something, it will hurt. Scout tanks, pretty mobile, large range of view and scouting capabilities. Not good at all at fighting, but they can help uncover enemies in the fog of war. Shock tanks, generally our fastest tanks, have large area of attack, at least for compared to other beginning tanks. Downside is they're gonna kill themselves when they attack, so make them count. They're incredibly good as chaff just to get in the way of the enemies and to prevent other units from being hurt. So, this is an introduction to the fog of war. You need to find the enemies before you can kill them.
3、2、1、状況開始。
Now, compared to the first game, every unit has a blue arc next to them. That's basically identifying as our units. So in the first game you had sometimes fight against armies with identical units, which made it hard to identify which is which. At least this lets you know who is who. So just telling us how to play the game. Just find the enemy command tank, kill it, don't let your own enemy command tank die. Ow. So, shock tanks will move out first. Yep. Ruru also gets to move first. She's also speed 3, I think. So there is the enemy shock tank. Blow it up. Both die. So, I have no idea what happened. The game just crashed on me. Very good thing to happen. Might be because of the shock tank collapsing there. No, you stand by, because there's... Yep, so same outcome, just both gonna die. Fine by me. Alright, now this shock tank can start to move out. So this is going to be a very messy fight because everything is slow as molasses and can't hit very far away. So I'm basically gonna have to YOLO it. You, sure. Recon this tile. Ruru, yeah, you can move ahead as well. You're gonna have to fight when everything else dies. You move up. You move up and try to hit something like here. No? Okay, that's no. Okay, so that was a bit of a waste of the opportunity, but at least now I know that there's a assault tank here. Ruru, you are not very helpful. No, move up and kill it. Could have gone a bit further, I don't know. So I think they have 2 units left. Let's see it. That's a scout. Bye-bye. Okay, that leaves the command tank. I'm definitely gonna get the wipeout bonus, which basically means more rewards when I win the fight. I should have recon with that scout. Oh well. Okay, she's like somewhere here. Gonna have to guess a bit. She's not gonna be of any use at all, like she cannot reach. Typical barrage tank. Okay, you can recon, no, not attack, recon this area, and that should identify the command tank very well. You can kill it. Bye bye, Chitose. We did it, ALTeR! Yes, massive victory! We lost 2 units, shock tanks, whatever. We won? Not yet, ALTeR. There was a tank left? Take this! Ruru, run! I went naked! Ruru! Ruru, no, it can't be! If I'd seen that tank coming, Ruru would... ALTeR, look over there! What? Teamwork is blasting away again! I'll be back! Ruru could be seen blasting off into the distance, just like a comic book villain. Ruru looks like she's fine. She was blown away, but she still had enough energy left in her to shout. If I recall correctly, Ruru was supposed to be equipped with the ability to recover even after being taken down. Might that mean that... that thing where she escapes by means of blasting off just like a comic book villain? It seems so. Master, I have returned! Whose idea was that? What do you mean? ALTeR, calm down. It's very least for Ruru, it's okay. My god, I can't believe I felt sorry for her even for an instant. Master, the battle isn't over yet. She's right. The enemy is regrouping. Is that a kingdom tank? It's not wearing a steel helmet, but a hat. Could it be reinforcements? Die, Royal Army. What? Ah! Prepare yourself, Royal Army. What's going on? Where? An ally is attacking us! Watch out, ALTeR! Take this! Uh-oh, huh? ALTeR? ALTeR, are you alright? At that moment, ALTeR thought to herself, we finally met again. It was the human tank she met long ago that protected her from the bullet. She came back, she thought to herself. Ellie? Is that you, Ellie? We are surrounded by enemy tanks, but we have no tanks to ourselves. Situation assessed. Imminent production of human tanks is critical. Are you the engineer? I've been assigned to Masayuki Company as of today. So you are. But Master, there were too many enemy tanks! It looks like we don't have time for introductions. If you require human tanks, I can build them. Orders, please. Oh, right. ALTeR, it's time to prepare for battle. Right, can you really make tanks? Yes. Okay, then our priority is to make our way out of this alive. Build the necessary human tanks and deploy them on the field. Begin battle! So, we are introduced to our engineer, Ellie, who is gonna build and develop all the tanks for us that we can deploy. So, this time, the game crashed again. I have no idea what's happening. I have to investigate that. So, tanks I've got available to me right now, Ruru and cat ears, which is the reward I got from beating the final Colosseum stage in the first game. That's what the special save file was for. These are a pretty good upgrade compared to Ruru when you look at her stats. She's faster and she's got a bigger shooting area. Problem is, she doesn't respawn, and yeah, I don't want to lose a tank like that. That's pretty weird. It's hard to get a new one. And if I consider that she's got the cat ears module fixed, without it she would have what? 1 in most stats, sight range 0, and movement speed 2, which is very much terrible. So the cat ears module is the only thing that makes it actually good. Got nothing else then. Oh. Can build a command tank, named after legwear. Pretty expensive, don't need it. Can make a barrage tank. Don't want one as right now. Decently expensive also. No idea what they're named after. Cookie is an assault tank. Those are named after Western dog names. So the Imperial shock tanks were named after Japanese dog names. These are named after Western dog names. So like Beethoven, Lassie. You probably heard of those. World shock tanks named after sound effects. We get built 2 of them, the Pico Pico and the Pata Pata. So basically the same. Pata Pata is slightly faster, twice as more expensive, but twice as expensive for something that costs basically nothing as, you know, whatever. I think I want a couple of those. Yaku is a basic scout tank, no idea what they're named after either. Might want one. And then a couple of assault tanks maybe. Let's see how many I can place. So the map, pretty small, just that thing in the top a bit blocked up, but I don't have any big units that would have troubles getting through there. So no issues there. I guess you can do that tunnel, then you stay like here, and you get flanked by the Pata Patas. Okay, and then Yako. Actually, let's have the right Pata Pata and Yako. Okay, how many do I have left? I have no reason to really put. No. Actually, no, that's a pretty large area. I think I do want the barrage tank just to. Yes. Oh. Let's deploy that one. Like somewhere around here or here. Yeah. So she can like take care of the flanks. Let's do a quick save and sortie.
頑張ってください。3
Amazing! She built all these tanks in such a short time! ALTeR, commencing battle! Roger! ALTeR. What do you need? Defeat as many enemies as you can. Why? All we have to do is take down the command tank to win, right? Your unit is lacking supplies, but HQ will send more supplies if we take down more tanks. Ah, I see. And when you get more supplies, we can use them to develop more advanced tanks. Ruru! Roger! Moving out!
さて、行き
Alright
ますよ。
then, so shock tank's gonna move out really fast, like instantly almost. You check out. Okay, that's yeah, sure. Okay, you go up and recon like here. Okay. Next up is I think the assault tanks and the scout tank. I think scout tank is supposed to know what to move. Oh no. Okay, cool, cool. Yes, go away. Not exactly what I call worth it, but it keeps my backline safe. Score! Recon this area. Okay, so that's cool. Nothing up here anymore, I think. Oh, there's scout. That's good that I killed that one then. Ruru, you move up, you might have to kill something. Or should have maybe built a few more tanks to deal with this. Okay, no, what was attacked? X7, X7. That was like here. Let's try this. Oh! Good job! Wonderfully done, L.
全下方向。やりましたよ、アルタ様。
That was Such a good guess. Alright, didn't kill all that much, but, you know... 5,000, that's much more than I had to begin with. The battle between the Royal Army and the Imperial Army ended as the sun began to set. Japan's Royal Army was the final line of defense. The operation to defend Minahata base was a success. So that was your plan from the very beginning? Of course! There's no way I would be fooled by the enemy! If I figured you would scramble to the front lines if you found out I was there! And the one who led the operation to success was this short girl standing before ALTeR. The Queen of the Kingdom of Japan, ALTER's cousin, Kurara Ikura. Queen Gremlin. She was the one who relayed false information to ALTeR and lured her out to the front lines. Why did you do such a roundabout thing? If you ordered us to advance to the front lines, we would have done so. Because we're dealing with ALTeR here. I can't trust this lady bum to fight for us if we just order her to. Oh well, I see what you mean. She did refuse to fight even when the battle began. That's not the only reason you did that, Kurara. What? You were testing me, weren't you, Kurara? I'm glad you're aware. What do you mean, testing? You went out of your way to treat this battle as if it were an exam. What are you planning for me? An exam? She likely wanted to know whether or not I could win with a very limited number of troops. A great display of distastefulness on her part. Coming from the person who collects the steel helmets of the enemy troops and displays them in a room. Don't talk that way about steel helmets. They're magnificent things. Why does the Royal Army use them? You'd have to be insane to be obsessed with those. Oh, really now? Master! Stop calling me Master. Call me Captain. Can I? Well, you are part of the team. Captain! Oh, I'm so moved. So, what did you want to tell me? Oh yes, Captain! Who is this midget? Midget? Do you mean Kurara? Kurara? So that's her name! Yeah, well, she's my cousin. ALTeR, it seems you haven't properly trained your troops. I just met her yesterday, there's nothing I could have done. Yep, but we're already inseparable! Not Ishidaki again! I never would have thought that Megumin was involved in this scheme. She sure had me fooled. Yeah, I wasn't part of it. I ignored again. Kurara, if you were up to something, you could have let me know. It's your own fault. Are you still angry? Kurara is angry for real. What did Megumin do? Kurara! Kurara, could you move on to the main topic? Right, go ahead. So, what is this operation you mentioned supposed to be about? ALTeR, did you notice anything strange during today's battle? Strange? Isn't that a kingdom tank? It's not wearing a steel helmet, but a hat. Could it be reinforcements? Royal Army. Huh? We were attacked by a Royal Army tank. Yes, exactly. For some reason there are kingdom tanks on the Empire side. How could that be? That's impossible, isn't it? Yes, under normal circumstances. However, a trader has sold information about their technology to the Empire. It can't be. ALTeR, this might be your first time seeing them, but sights of Royal Army tanks within enemy ranks have been reported before. Since the advanced source Minahata, the number of kingdom tanks has been increasing and causing confusion within our ranks. A traitor. I want you and your troops to search for this traitor and eliminate him. This sounds like trouble. I think I'll pass. I figured you'd say that, which is why I went out of my way to order a special tank for you. Special? Do you mean this? I would really appreciate if you took those blocks of stone off me before the pain becomes pleasure. No. If anything, this freak of a tank drains my motivation. What a cool thing to say. She's related, but mainly the one beside her. Beside her? Yes. What? She was a human tank? I thought she was human. Humans don't drop in front of bullets to protect others. Half right, half wrong. Huh? What do you mean? That tank's official name is EOOS Tank Manufacturing Tank, and she was specially developed for this operation. Her name is Ellie. Ellie, so it was you after all. A human tank that makes human tanks? However, I was informed that half of her is comprised of human cells, so she's treated as a human in our army. Yeah, so that's why her eyes are like weird, like mostly normalized, but with like the human tank swirls in the middle. There's like a mix of both. What? What do you mean? Then is she human? Don't ask me! That's just what I heard from Daihaneto's. I don't know the details behind it. Hey, no need to get worked up. Jeez, and I went up my way to beg them for this. Well, are you going to accept or not? What? ALTeR reminisces. The tank before our eyes was the same tank she named Ellie and was separated from 10 years ago. She has the same name, but something is amiss. Where did the smile go? A frozen expression made it difficult for ALTeR to believe that she was the same tank. ALTeR did not feel as if she had reunited with Ellie at all. Kurara, if I don't accept, what will happen to this tank? She'll return to the Ione's army. Ellie was reading a technical manual and did not seem to be paying attention at all. Kurara, tell me more about the operation. Kurara took a moment to ponder and eventually decided to entrust ALTeR with the operation. We currently have intelligence investigating the traitor's location. Once you find him, infiltrate the enemy lines, fight your way through, and eliminate the target. What's the time limit? We can't afford to drag out this operation for too long. Complete the operation by the end of February. That should be enough. February. Just 1 month. Well then, now that's settled. This will be the operation called Operation Kisaragi. Your forces will be called the Matsuyuki Shiro Company. Oops. ALTeR's war begins in the middle of these turbulent times. So there you have it. As of now, I am your superior, Ellie. Should I refer to you as Captain? ALTeR is fine. Just like you did before. She swallowed those final words. The tank before her did not smile like the tank in her memories. Perhaps ALTeR was the one who caused her to lose her expressions. ALTeR? She brought her up her right hand as she called out to ALTeR. What? Handshake. ALTeR and Ellie's war begins in the middle of these turbulent times. Good Captain! Can I shake your hand too? Shut up, freak. So mean!
Me siento mejor. Nunca te vayas de aquí, mi amor.